In the second week of July, we have had to conduct 3 rescues on the Valley of Flowers trek. The first was a lady with a fracture in her arm. The second was a little child who was showing symptoms of AMS. And the third was a person who had a very bad fall at the glacier point where they had what seemed like a fracture in their arm, a very bad situation of hypothermia with wet clothes, and even a bad head injury with a lot of blood loss. Now, this is not just on the Valley of Flowers trek. Even at the Hamta Pass trek, this is something we're seeing time and again where we've had to rescue people. Same on the Kedarkantha trek, which sees a lot of crowd in winter. Now, the interesting part is none of these were trekkers who were trekking with Indiahikes. Yet our team was on the trail rescuing each of these trekkers and evacuating them down to safety. Where were the organizers who were with them? Could they deal with it? We don't know. But this is the reality that I'm reporting to you. And there is one thing that is suffering through all of this, that is the trekker's safety. So to ensure that you are choosing a safe organization, I'm going to outline 3 things in this video that you must watch out for in any organization. I'm going to talk about how you must assess their safety processes, how you can make out whether they are trustworthy, and also whether they're responsible as an organization who will take care of you on the trek and bring you back safely. These are nuances that you cannot make out at a glance when you look at a website. So I'm going to elucidate that a little bit so that by the end of the video, you know exactly what to look for in a trekking organization. Let's take a look. The first thing to look for in any trekking organization is their safety processes. Now at Indiahikes, we believe safety is everything on a trek. No trek is worth your life, let alone even a limb or any other issue to you. So you must go on the trek safe and come back safe. How do you ensure that your organization is going to ensure safety? There are 3 things to look into over here: the people, the processes, and the equipment that they're using. Now, how do you know whether their people are safe? Here is where you need to look at who are you trekking with. Are they, first of all, organizing it themselves, or are they outsourcing this? This is the biggest problem we see in the trekking industry these days, where you go online, you look up any organization, you book a trek, but you don't know who the end person is who's actually organizing it for you. Oftentimes when you book on a lot of websites, it is just outsourced to a person whom even that organizer doesn't know really well. And it's usually a local guide, mountain person who's not very well versed with the ways of high altitude, not able to medically take care of you. If they're organizing their own treks, then who is the person who's going to be leading your trek? Who is the person accompanying them? So these are questions to ask. Over here, the trek leader plays a very important role. And most people get this understanding wrong. They think trek leader ke paas agar BMC, AMC, which is your basic mountaineering course, advanced mountaineering course, if they have done this, that is enough. But let me tell you, that is not enough. That is a myth. BMC and AMC are very helpful to understand hard skills in the mountains. They are helpful for mountaineering, not necessarily for trekking all the time. When you're trekking, especially organizing it for large groups, what are the things that go wrong mostly? People get altitude sickness. People fall sick with other kind of gastrointestinal issues, other issues. People also can have physical injuries where you twist your ankle, you have a fall, and all of these require medical intervention and not really any hard skills. So this is something that your trek leader must be able to tackle in the wilderness. You are not in a comfort zone. So are these trek leaders wilderness first aid qualified? Are they wilderness first responders? These are questions that you must be asking of the organization, because that is what will keep you safe. Other than the trek leaders, who are the other people accompanying you? What is the ratio of the people? At Indiahikes, all our trek leaders go through very strong medical training to be able to take care of you. We also maintain a ratio of 1:7 trekkers. So 1 Indiahikes team members to 7 trekkers, so that no trekker is left alone on the trail. Are they maintaining such a ratio? Another thing is, even our mountain guides are very qualified to be able to tackle safety issues. Who are the mountain guides coming along with you? So these are questions to ask of the people over there, and especially if you have women and children along with you, then you must find out, especially if there are children, whether there are other women also on the group, women guides, women trek leaders coming along, or women volunteers, to ensure the safety of the child as well. So people play a very big role in creating a safe space when you're going on a high altitude trek, and this is something you must be extremely watchful about, because this is your biggest safety net on the trek. Other than people, there are processes. At Indiahikes, we follow very stringent processes so that we don't allow any kind of a safety situation to get out of hand. If you have AMS, we want it to end, or we want to nip it in the bud before it goes into a stage of HAPE or HACE, basically pulmonary or cerebral edema. We don't ever want it to go to that. So we do a lot to ensure that AMS is detected at a very early stage. This is where processes come in. Each of you is given a health card when you join us. It's a personal health card where your vitals are tracked on a daily basis, and we maintain this to ensure that we are checking what is your oxygen today versus yesterday, how are you doing in the evening versus the morning, how are you doing versus all the other people in your group, and if there are any anomalies, we know immediately and we know to take a call. We're also checking your oxygen thrice a day. We're checking your blood pressure when you enter the campsite so that we know if you have a BP issue, we can take care of it. We're ensuring that all our senior members come with a treadmill test so that we know that they don't have any existing heart ailments. We do a lot of process following to ensure that no safety issue goes out of hand, and that is why we have very few emergency cases on our treks. But this is not the reality we see around us, which is why I'm making this video in the first place. You need to call them, talk to them, and dig out this information about whether they have any processes in place. The third thing to assess safety is their equipment. What kind of tents are you sleeping in? What kind of sleeping bags are you using? Are they expedition grade? Can they handle the elements of the Himalayas? Do they have any kind of helmets? Do they have any kind of micro spikes, gaiters that they give you when you're climbing in snow? We've seen organizations that give people one micro spikes to put on one shoe in a snowy section because they don't have enough for all. Now, that is not safe at all if you're walking in snow. So these are 3 areas of safety to assess if you're going with any organization, and that is something, it's imperative that all of these are in place if you want to go have a safe trek and come back. The next thing to understand whether a trekking organization is worth it or not is whether they are trustworthy. Now, how do you assess whether they are trustworthy? The basic thing to do is check reviews online where they are not talking about themselves but others are talking about them. This is something you would naturally do. You'll go to Google reviews. Other forums to look up are Reddit, Quora, lots of conversations about trekking organizations go on these forums, so it's best to go look it up. Another way of assessing whether they're trustworthy is to see what are the organizations that associate with them. So at Indiahikes, a lot of schools, colleges associate with us purely because they have a lot of trust in the safety we bring in on the trek, in the experience we bring in. So whether it is IIM Bangalore, IIM Lucknow, or schools like Delhi Public School, Jain International Residential School, they all trust us with their children. Moreover, we have summer camps where we have 500 to 600 children joining us every year without their parents on our treks. They are leaving the safety of their children in our hands. So that goes on to show how much people trust us with their children and their safety. So being trustworthy matters a lot. The third thing to understand is whether the organization is responsible and taking care of all the elements around it. What are the things that the organization needs to take care of? First is, of course, their trekkers. Now, if you're registering for a trek with them, is there any hand-holding or guidance that they're giving you before you go on a high-altitude trek? Because you're going there likely for the first time. Are they giving you any kind of guidance in terms of what to expect, how to prepare, how fit you must be? At Indiahikes, we have a big team of experienced coordinators doing just this. Their only role is to handhold trekkers and prepare them before they get on a trek. We need not have it, but it is our responsibility to ensure that you as a trekker are safe, and that is why we have this entire team doing this day in and day out. We're even rejecting trekkers saying, you know what, you're not fit right now, please prepare and come back, because your safety matters. Even if our business goes, it's okay, but your safety matters. So responsibility towards trekkers, responsibility towards the environment, that matters a lot because we're going into very fragile ecosystems in the mountains. So if you are going as a trekker, you don't want to be burdensome to the mountains. You want to leave the mountains better ideally, and you want to come back. So how sustainable is the organization? How responsibly are they taking care of the environment? Third is, of course, how responsible are they towards their own team members? Are they taking care of the people working over there, the guides, the cooks, the helpers, the mule men, the mules? All of these are part of the trekking ecosystem. So a responsible organization, you will see, has this entire ecosystem with happy people working over there. Now, these are 3 things to look at if you're going to be looking for a trekking organization. I know it seems a bit lengthy and it seems a bit overwhelming to have to look into so many things, but if you're going on a high altitude trek for around 6 to 7 days and you're putting so much of your time and effort into it, you must go in a safe and you must be in a good environment where you can take back from the experience and not be regretting the experience like the 3 people I mentioned probably are. So I hope this video helps you make a good decision on how to choose a trekking organization and keep yourself safe when you're going to trek. If you have any questions, you're welcome to drop them in the comments. I'll personally help you out and help you understand a lot of things better, because I've noticed that 75% of our trekkers are beginners. Everybody needs hand holding, and that is completely okay. So drop in your comments below and we are here to help you. If you need personal guidance, we have a team of trek advisors who can talk to you on a call and give you advice based on your background, your fitness, when you want to trek and how to go about it. They're here to help you. So you'll find a form in the description below. Just fill it out and they'll help you out. But that's all from me today. If you need further help, like I said, drop in a comment. That I'll be back with more soon. I'm Swathi from Indiahikes and you're watching Trek with Swathi.